Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So of course, as you could tell from the title, my order from Blend Bunny came in and it's the collection that they created with Mei Pang, also known as Microsoft. That's her handle on Instagram. I don't know if it's the same for TikTok. I'm pretty sure she's on TikTok. And I don't know if she has a YouTube channel. But I'll make sure to put all of the details down below in the description box. But yeah, okay. Her collection consisted of this 20 pan all matte eyeshadow palette, this 6 pan all shimmer palette, and a lip gloss lip oil hybrid that has like a very light translucent black base to it, similar to the one that Robert Welsh came out with in Divination with Blend Bunny. I decided to skip on lip oil. I still have the one from Robert Welsh and Blend Bunny, so I can just use that one if I wanted to. I also have some other lip oils that I need to pan before I consider purchasing another one. You all already know how I feel about lip glosses on this channel if you're a longtime viewer of mine. If you are new here, hi, hello. I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button, hopefully choose to stay for a while. I will be creating 2 or 3 eye looks with these palettes, not 100% sure yet. If you are a returning viewer, hello my loves. Thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate it so much. Okay, I'm yapping. Let's get started. All right, my loves, I am on the Blend Bunny website and we're going to talk about this Mei Pang and Blend Bunny Rotten palette. It does have a 12-month shelf life and it was made in China, and the art is by Dash Hap Lesson. I'll make sure and put their handle so you can go check out their Instagram page, and I do enjoy that they included that so we can go check out the artist. All right, so retails for $42 on its own. The Rotten Artistry palette reimagines the unexpected beauty of decay, translating grotesquely magnificent tones of mold into 20 avant-garde shades. Each pigment was curated from nature's most hauntingly gorgeous palette in their most intoxicating, nasty, damp, velvety forms. From ethereal pale blues and moss-stained greens to carotid oranges, golden mustard, the richest crimson, earthy brown, humid black, and fuzzy white. This collection is a study in contrast between decay and the divine. A palette for those unafraid to find elegance in unconventional places. I love that. I absolutely love that. I am definitely a person that can find things like molds interesting. And I only say that because anytime I do encounter any kind of mold, I'm definitely the type of person that will get my face right in there and just look at all the different textures. Like, it's mold is interesting to look at. And the fact that there is a collection revolving around it is just so perfect. All right, so I took the palette out of the unicorn, and the palette itself also has the fuzzy, which is nice. So I don't have to keep the unicorn if I don't want to. So here it is. Here are the tones for this palette. It's just all of the colors that you can imagine. And I love that there's a ton of light shades in here. I'll go ahead and see if I can find the picture of all the molds that inspired the shades and pop it up. So every single shade in here is a type of mold, which is very interesting. Yeah, such a fun concept and color story, and just everything about it. I'm like in awe about it. Okay, and now for the Mei Pang and Blend Bunny Efflorescence palette. $32 is what it retails for, and it's basically a all shimmer 6 pan palette. This has a 12-month shelf life and also made in China. Now for this one, they included this little plastic strip to put in here, and I think that's genius. So here it is, and all of these have a translucent base. So basically you're gonna get shifts for the sparkle, not for the base. I know they all look the same, but I think if you like, you can see the different tones. I'm excited to use this one. Now I'm a little worried because of the fact that they don't have a base. Maybe they're gonna be more like topper shades, and some topper shades crease pretty badly on me. So we'll see. But I do have, this is the Lit, I think that's the name of the brand, Daily Wear Glitter Base. They do have a waterproof one, but my NYX glitter glue hasn't been working, and neither have my eye bases. I recently tested out with the Danessa Myricks, and that video should be up before this one. The Make Beauty eyeshadow stick. It did crease a tiny bit, but it actually looked really good by the end of the night compared to what I have been experiencing. Today I'm going to use the Vive shadow stick as my base and see how that goes. But I need to test out new things because what has been working is no longer working. So now I need to figure something else out. All right, let me prime my eyelids and we can get started with a first eye look. All right, my loves, let me tell you real quick what I have on my face before we get started. So I went into the L'Oreal Skin Ink foundation / concealer. This is what I used as my foundation. Shade 140. Kosas Concealer 060, Isamaya Contour Stick in Oak, Dior Cream Bronzer, shade number 2. They also have contour shades, but the one I have is more of a bronzer. The Nude Sticks stack, and I think the blush I used is Picante Nude. Powdered with the By Terry press powder for my under eyes, Hourglass loose powder for the rest of the face. No powder products on yet. Let me bring you in closer. Okay, so I have kind of an idea, I think, of what I want to do. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with Marrow. Looks like a pretty wine kind of red. This is a E42 from Sigma, and this is gonna go in the outer corner. I think you're close enough. And I'm tapping first, and then I'm blending. Okay, I also decided to add a tiny bit, almost like a halo eye. Organic, this pretty gray. This is a little small Natasha Denona brush, and I'm tapping the edges. That's what I'm gonna use. I'm tapping because I don't want it to look or get muddy. These two tones look beautiful together. Oh yeah. I'm also gonna add gray over here. It's been a minute since I've done a halo eye this style. I do enjoy changing up where I place my shadow. I love playing with placement. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I am going to use a matte inner corner shade, but now I'm gonna add some of this glitter base. Now this is a liquid. I wonder how people, I'm just gonna use like a flat brush. This is from Artitude Cosmetics, and I'm just going to dip in here. So I definitely have product. I'm gonna use the back of my hand like a spatula because I don't want it too wet. And I'm gonna, smells, oh, it smells like perfume. As long as it works, I honestly don't care. And I don't think I'm gonna put a shimmer like all over the bare lid. I'm just gonna apply it in certain spots. It does dry down. We'll see how this glitter base works. If I like it, don't like it, whatever the case. Okay, it dries down and it does feel a tiny bit sticky. All right, I think I'm gonna jump into this one here, Floret. Okay, and I think you can also use these as highlighters. Now they do have glitter specks, so keep that in mind. Oh, that looks beautiful. I think it's sticking to the glitter glue. Yeah, it dries down completely. So I think one eye at a time for this glitter base, because this side might already be dried out. Okay, and I think for the inner corner, should I use, let's do this one here, Whisper. Is it light enough? I might need to add. I'm gonna dip into this Whisper and the white Oxygen. just to make it lighter because I don't think it's light enough. And I'm going to bring it probably 1/3 in. Okay. Let me finish off camera, come back, and we can see the full finished look. Okay. Here is what we look like. Let me tell you what I finished the face off with. Ravi Beauty Brow Pencil Benefit Brow Gel. Marc Jacob, fantastic bronzer. I have a mini left. I'm pretty sure they're coming back in 2026, but we shall see. By Terry Blush. This is the T2Tan Powder Blush in Pink Passion. I don't have any highlighter because we are going to try this out. For the lips, I have on MAC Cosmetics Stone Lip Liner. And then I did go in to the Divination lip gloss. This is in Betrayal. And I want to say from the reviews that I have seen of this collection for people who got it in PR, the lip gloss looks very similar to this. So for this palette, because this was inspired by the efflorescence, which is the process where water evaporates, leaving behind crystalline deposits. Yeah, if you've ever, I've never personally seen, I don't think I've seen it in person. No, I don't think I have. So that's where the inspiration for these shimmers came from, and I think also the gloss. I think for the highlight, we're gonna jump into Bloom here, which looks like it has, I don't know if you could see it. It has like a maybe peachy pinky shift, and I feel like those highlighters go a tiny bit better with my skin tone. Now, this is gonna have shimmer in. If you don't like shimmer in your highlighter, from time to time, I will pull out some of the few that I have. This is a fan brush from the Samantha and Sigma collaboration. I don't use this one often, but since I want this to be a very light application, I figured this brush would work well. Okay, so not too bad on the glitter with me applying it with this brush, but it's definitely working as a pretty out there kind of highlight, which for today, I'll make an exception. Okay, I feel like this first eye look took forever. I'm just trying to give you as much details as I can on why I'm so excited for this collection. But here is the full completed makeup look and this eye look with this Rotten palette and Efflorescence shimmer palette from Blend Bunny, the collaboration with Ms. Mei Pang. I feel it's very witchy appropriate for the current season that we're in. It's still October. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me send you on off to the second eye look. All right, my loves, I am back for a second eye look and follow up on longevity for eye look number 1. Better. Definitely better, but I do feel like when I use this, I need to apply one at a time because it does dry down. I also pretty much am tossing all of my eye bases and went ahead and purchased, I stopped by Ulta because I needed to buy my friend's birthday gift. So I went ahead and purchased a new paint pot, but this time I got the Painterly one. So yeah, so for today, we're testing out longevity. I don't even know where I'm going to start, but I'm feeling brown and green and maybe this pretty yellow right here. This is a rougher 01. And should I start with the green? Yeah, let's start with this pretty green here, Velvet. And I do already have the MAC primer on in Painterly. Make sure to check your products. If they're not performing the way that you remember them perform, then it's probably because they are expired. So the fact that I've been having issues, all of my eye looks, that kind of a little light bulb was like, okay, it's time to replace your eye bases. Most of my eye bases, I want to say, are over 2 years old. So it's definitely time, including my MAC paint pot and soft ochre. It's a beautiful green. Oh my goodness. Okay, such a beautiful green. I'm gonna, let's do this one here. Histo. This is a Chikuhodo T8. And I'm gonna apply this in the outer corner. And I am bringing it in a tiny bit. I don't know where this eye look is going, but I do know what shades I'm using. All right, that's what it's looking like. Now I'm gonna pick up this beautiful pastel yellow Asper. This is a Refer 01 Mini. And I'm gonna apply this here. I'm tapping first. I think I'm gonna do glitter in the inner corner. Okay, yeah, just like that. This is a beautiful, beautiful tone, and wow, is it opaque. Okay, I am going to jump into the NYX glitter glue because the shimmer is only going to go in the inner corner. I'm gonna leave this bare. I probably won't get any creasing in my inner corner with the shimmer. Yeah, so it just doesn't matter if I use the NYX glitter glue. All right, so I just have a tiny bit, and I'm going to use this B4 from Blend Bunny. This is how I'm going to apply the glitter glue in my inner corner. I didn't grab too much because I don't want too much glitter glue, just a tiny bit to make sure that it sticks. I don't use glitter glue often in my inner corner, but from time to time I do. All right, so I'm going to jump into the Efflorescence palette, and this one here, Wax, is the one that looks like it might have maybe a yellow shift. Should I use, you know what, let me use the same brush that I used for the glitter glue. That way I can really blend it out softly, because I don't want it super impactful. I kind of just want radiance of the glitter, if I'm making sense. Okay, all right, let me finish off camera and then I'll be right back. Makeup is done. It looks so pretty. It's giving me doll vibes, right? Tiny bit. Anyways, as far as the base products and powder products, everything stayed the same. I just switched up the blush and I went into this Westman Duo. Petal and Biscuit, I just went into the blush. And then for the highlighter, I used the same as the first eye look in the peachy one in this Efflorescence All Shimmer palette. And then that inner corner shade I did also added as my brow bone highlighter. And then for eyebrows, I have on Gucci Brow Pencil, Benefit Brow Gel, the same mascara. For the lips, I have on an Earthly lip liner in Foggy, Belle Cosmetics lipstick in Grinch Nude, and a tiny bit of that inner corner shimmer shade in the middle for the top and the bottom, just to give it a tiny bit of sparkle. But yeah, that's it. Here is eye look number 2 with this Rotten palette and Efflorescence palette from Blend Bunny, collaboration with Miss Mei Pang. This eye look, I love this eye look. It's so pretty. It's not exactly what I pictured, but it's still beautiful. I was trying to find inspirations last night, so I think I'll create one more eye look. So let me send you on off to eye look number 3. All right, my lovelies, let's get started with eye look 3. And as far as eye base goes, I have on the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. And my theory is correct. All of my eyeshadow bases were expired, and why they weren't really doing what they're supposed to be doing. So make sure that when something is acting odd or not performing like you remember it performing, it more than likely is expired. So I'm glad I figured that part out. I will need to test this glitter glue out a tiny bit better than the first time, but I did see an improvement when I did use it. Okay, I don't even know what direction I'm going to go because I definitely want to use tones I haven't. I'm looking at this pretty orange here. And gosh, do I want to do blue? Maybe a blue inner corner. So let's do this pretty orange here, and maybe, no, let's do this one here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this is a Refer 01 Mini. And I'm first going to jump into, let's do the orange one. Fusarium. Fusarium. Let's put this in the outer corner, and I think I want to bring it in. I did see an eye look from someone that I really liked. I probably should have saved the picture, but this is a beautiful burnt orange. Okay, so pretty. I love tones like these. All right, now we're gonna jump in to Veil, and base products are exactly the same as eye look 1 and 2. This is a Refer 01. So I'm gonna put this in the outer corner, and then I am also going to put it in the crease. I don't know, should I go all the way? At least 2/3 in. Let's see how that looks. Okay, now I'm gonna clean up the inner portion a tiny bit. I got my MAC paint pot in Painterly. This is the Refer 21, and I'm just gonna pick up a tiny bit of product. Not too much. I don't want it to build up, but I'm basically just gonna clean the area. It's okay if it mixes together. Probably going to add maybe a light shade in there. I don't know yet. I'm just cleaning it up so it doesn't look so messy. All right, I'm going to dust just a tiny bit of this light shade here, Neo. It looks like a very light pink peachy. This is the 21 from Victoria, and I'm going to use the fluffy side. I'm just gonna lightly dust the top of that MAC paint pot. Not too much. And if I need to go back to the other two brushes, you can. Okay, yeah, just like that. Okay, now what with this B2, is it B2? No, B4 from Blend Bunny. I'm gonna jump into the lightest blue, damp, and that's going to be the inner corner shade. My kids are being very loud, but I feel like you are all used to hearing me say that. Yeah, just apologies. Now, this is not going to be an all matte eye look. I do want a tiny bit of spark. Okay, I did add a tiny bit of this one here, Spoil, because that other shade looked like an off-white, and I did want blue in the inner corner. Orange and blue are contrasting colors, and they just make each other really pop. So that's why I added a tiny bit of Spoil. All right, so my lit glitter glue, and I'm gonna do one eye at a time, and I think I'm just gonna add it all over. I don't want this in one particular area. The Efflorescence, and I think I'm gonna go into this one here, Lichen, just like a veil up top of the eye look. This one has like a blue-green shift to it. All right, my loves. Here is the full completed makeup. So I only changed a few things for the powder products. I went into the Camelia Futura blush from Chanel, the Attitude Cosmetics Multi-Chrome Highlighter in Dimension. For the lips, I have on Refi Beauty Lip Sculpt in Fawn and Refi Beauty Lip Blush Lipstick in Orchid. But yeah, those are the only things I changed. Here is eye look number 3. The tones, I feel like the blue is really making the orange just pop. Okay, let me scooch on out. All right. Don't forget to let me know which eye look is your favorite. I think the second one. The second one's gonna be my favorite. I don't know, the tones maybe that I use. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this combo. Orange, like tones like these, love. But there's just something about eye look number 2 that really just, I'm loving. Okay, let me go ahead and insert swatches here, and it'll be both of the all matte, and it will be of both the Rotten and the Efflorescence palette. Did I need this collection? No, I sure did not. I also didn't need an all matte eyeshadow palette because I am pretty sure I have all of these shades in my collection somewhere. The Efflorescence palette, the all shimmer palette, this I definitely feel like it's unique to my collection. I don't have an all shimmer palette, I don't think. I have palettes like some of the 6-pan palettes, the holiday ones that Pat McGrath came out with, that have like 5 shimmers and 1 matte, but those shimmers are different to indie brand shimmers like this. For me, these seem special because of the purpose that she created them for, and that's to be able to use in multiple ways. I feel like depending on what matte you have underneath, it can really add and change the tone of the shimmer. And you can use it for highlighter, you can use it to add a little bit of shimmer on your lips. Like I enjoy the formula, and I think she was smart about it. And that's one of the main reasons why I decided to go ahead and purchase it, because honestly, I don't need an all shimmer palette. Ms. Mei Pang, her artistry mind is just so impressive. You need to go check out her page because she can literally make art out of anything. And she doesn't just stick to makeup. She also uses other forms of art supplies. Yeah, this collection just really caught my eye. It's nice to see an artist come together with makeup. And I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoy makeup so much, because art is a passion of mine. I don't participate in drawing, or those are my kids. Drawing, painting, but I did. And it was nice, and it helped me out in so many ways. So for me, makeup has kind of replaced that. Yeah, okay, let me know if this is a collection you participated in or decided to skip. It's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful one. I'm gonna have so much fun playing with this. I have so many new palettes that I need to play with, but this one for sure is the one that I'm excited the most about. Congratulations, Blend Bunny. Congratulations, May. This is honestly a beautiful, beautiful collection. You did the damn thing. You did the damn thing. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. All right, my loves, that's going to be it for this video. Do not forget to let me know your favorite eye look. I feel like my artistry side and my creative juices definitely came out when I played with this collection. So yeah, let me know which one is your favorite. I love and appreciate every single one of you, the comments, the like, the hype. You're truly helping out my channel so much. Okay, with that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye!